Hello, it's Haley, hand lettering artist and teacher, and today I'm going to share with you how I refill my Molotow paint pens. So I made a video previously sharing with you guys that these are, in my opinion, the best paint markers that are out there. But some people might not like them as much as I do. I just really love them. And I think you should give them a try because you'll never know if you like them if you don't give them a try. So today I'm going to show you how you refill these. I'm going to turn it around, get you nice and close up so you can see all the details because I have a couple little tricks that I do when I refill them because I have made a mess before and I don't want you to have to make a mess or get all messy when you're refilling your paint pen. So let's dive into refilling this. Okay, so in order to refill your Molotow paint pens, you're gonna need to order the refill. So I use the black and white pens all the time for our business. So I have the black and white refills. And so you have your pen, you have your refill. And then I always have like a pad of sticky notes or just a scrap piece of paper lying around. And then either a Q-tip or a piece of twine. And I'll show you why I have those because these are really important. And sometimes I also have some paper towel with me because occasionally a little paint will spill out. And so I just have that in case. I don't know if you're messy. Sometimes I can be kind of messy. So I like to have that. Okay, so if I'm refilling, I'll just do the black one right now. If I'm refilling the black paint pen, this gray part right here, I'm going to twist it off and make sure that it's you have it straight up because if you have it turned to the side, it's gonna spill out paint. So have it standing up. And then let's see if you can you see those bubbles? So this is why I have either a piece of twine or a Q-tip. I've done twine before because it's just what I had next to me, and I've used a Q-tip before because it's what I have next to me. This one's probably a little bit easier, but I just poke it down because then I get all those bubbles down, and you can see it didn't even cover the whole Q-tip. That means my paint pen was getting very empty. So I poke it down so that there's no more bubbles, and then I stick it on top of my sticky note because I don't want to make a mess. And then I set it down. Now be very careful, do not spill that. And then with your paint refill, you'll just shake it up a little bit, and then it screws right off, super easy. And then you'll pour it in to your paint pen. Now, you want to make sure, you'll probably have to squeeze it just a little bit. You want to make sure that when you're filling this up, you don't fill it up too far. And it'll be a little bit tricky for you to see in the video how far I'm filling it up. But when you're doing it in person on your own, I'm not going to go super far, even just like to this, almost like this white, right here, like this little window right there. Up until that is good because when you go to stick your cap back on, if you have it filled up too much, it'll squeeze out and come and seep here. It'll get all over your hands and yeah. And then you just twist it back on and then shake it up. And after you've done that, then you can take your sticky note and then press down. See how it gave, like it went a huge glob of paint. And you never want to do that on top of your project because otherwise it'll get a big old mess on your project. But I just dab it down a couple times to get the paint, the juices flowing, the paint to the tip of the pen. And then sometimes it'll get a little bit just super extra juicy. So I do it on the side to kind of get that excess off so that it's not running onto my project. And there, it's good to go. And then I'll do it on the medium size tip as well. Just press down a couple times so that the paint comes to the top, and then it makes the tip of your paint pen super juicy and ready to letter any project. So that is how I refill my paint pens. And I would do the same exact thing if I was refilling my white pen. It looks the exact same way. You just untwist this. Sometimes it gets a little bit tricky to untwist. And then you can actually see those bubbles a little bit better. So then I would take my piece of twine or Q-tip and poke it down so that I get those bubbles away. You can actually see that one a little bit better. And then inside, see if you can see that. Inside there's a little ball so that when you're, so you want to be careful. If you ever pour this out or anything like that, there is a ball inside of there. And then you just twist this off and fill it up. Again, fill it to this part right here and turn it back on, twist it back on and shake it up. And then you can press it down and get your paint to the tip of your paint pen. And that's how you do it. I will make sure to link the refills down below and the paint pens if you want to give these a try.